All right. Well, welcome to Yoga Nidra. And since it's like almost 100 degrees here, and I'm sure Virginia and Florida are just as hot, we are going to learn to tap into our own air conditioner. So there are two practices that we can do, and the first one, and it's to build breath awareness. It also calms hunger and thirst, and it cultivates a love for solitude. And this practice is called Shitali. So I don't know if you've heard of it before. Maybe Brenda, you've heard of Shitali before? No? Okay, well,
Yes.
you're okay. All right. Oh, I see, Brenda. I see your side note. I'm glad the kombucha helped you out. That's good.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, all right. So there's two breaths we're gonna do. So it's called the first one's called Shitali, and it's like our built-in air conditioner. Okay. Oh, hey, Gail's here. All right, all right. Somebody else joined too. I don't know where they went. So, how we're going to start this is we're going to sit upright, both feet on the floor, comfortable position, and just be sure your head is in a line over your the base of your spine. And just for the next 30 seconds or so, just breathe diaphragmatically, so belly breaths. And I've got my timer on. So as you inhale, um, go ahead and expand the belly. And then as you exhale, bring the belly to the back body. And so we're just preparing ourselves right now. And for those that just popped in, we're practicing a breath that's like our built-in air conditioner. So we're going to try two different ones here. So we're just preparing ourselves with a diaphragmatic belly breath. And now open your mouth and form the lips into an O, like this. And now you're going to curl, if you can curl your tongue now, not everybody can do this. So see if you can do this. Now what you're going to do is you're going to inhale through this tongue. Bring the tongue back into the mouth and then exhale through your nose. So it's like you're breathing in through a straw through your mouth. I can't see if everybody's able to do this or not. So if you can do it, that's great. But don't worry, if you can't do it, there's another one for you. So what you would do is you do the Shitali practice for 2 or 3 minutes, inhaling through the mouth and then exhaling through the nostrils. And you just do it for 2 to 3 minutes and gradually maybe you work up to like 10 minutes doing that. Now, the next one we're going to do, if you are a person that can't curl their tongue, and there's a lot of people that can't, what you're going to do is, again, you're going to just sit comfortably. Your eyes can be closed or they can be open. And you're going to make a gate with your teeth. And you're just going to separate your lips a little bit. And you're going to inhale through the gap in your teeth. Close the mouth and exhale through the nose. And your focus is on the air coming in through the mouth, and you probably even have a hissing sound as well. So this one's called shikara. It's also it's a hissing breath. And this also helps the cooling properties, and it helps to build vitality and balances the endocrine system. So those of you that came in a few minutes late after we started, the first one is called Shitali, where you form your tongue like a straw. And you breathe in through the mouth, feeling that cold air pass over the tongue. And then you exhale through your nose. So these are just two practices you can do if you feel like you're getting overheated, or say you're outside gardening and it's getting really hot, or whatever. You can just breathe in and out like that. And, this helps reduce fatigue, bad breath, fevers, and helps to lower blood pressure. So just a few little things for you. And I will send you the instructions tomorrow. So you have that if you want to try to go ahead and practice that at home. Okay. So just something new, something fun. So let's go ahead and just get started. So we're just going to do some, oh, it's Jan. Okay, here we go. Right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with just doing some neck rolls on each side. So sitting up nice and tall, having that crown of your head over the base of your spine. Go ahead and drop your right ear to the right shoulder and just start to make some circles with the neck. I'm going to go 5 times. I'll call that 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to reverse it for 1, 2, hey Jan, 3, 4, and 5. And then go ahead, bring your neck back to center, drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And also notice if there's a difference in the sides of your neck, if one feels a little bit more open than the other. We'll do the same thing. So we're just going to make small circles with the neck. It doesn't matter which side you start on, because we're going to do both sides. So I'm going to call that 4 and 5. And then go ahead and reverse it for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, and for 5. Good. Then come back to the center. And now we're going to bring our right ear to our right shoulder, and we're going to stretch our arm out. So we're stretching it out, and you're just going to feel that stretch in the side of your neck for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring your head back to center. And again, you're just noticing if one side's a little looser than the other. So drop the left ear to the left shoulder, outstretch that hand like you're trying to touch the wall for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then inhale, come back to center. And just notice how that feels. You might want to just roll the neck around a little bit. Good. And now we're going to bring our arms out to our side and just bring the tips of our fingers to our shoulder. Have the forearm straight out. And we're going to make circles. So like you've got a Crayola on the end of your elbow. And we're just going to make circles. Call that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And just notice how it feels. We'll go the opposite direction for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Go ahead and drop the shoulders. And if you want to just give yourself a few shoulder shrugs, see how that feels. And now we'll work with some hand exercises for to improve handwriting and flexibility and our dexterity. So we're going to start with the hands in a fist with the thumbs on the outside. And then we're going to open, spread the fingers and close, open and close, open and close. Spread them out. Call that 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, good. Now we're going to start with again, the hands in a fist, thumbs on the outside, and we're going to bring the arms in next to us. Okay, they're going to be next to our sides. And then we're going to extend the arms like we're kind of punching, but we're going to do an external or an internal rotation and bring the arms out. And then we're going to close and bring it back. Okay, so external rotation. There we go. There we go, good. Internal and external. Internal and external. Internal and external. Good. And be sure when you open up your hands, you open them wide and you spread the fingers. You might start to feel this in your shoulders too, like you're getting a little workout. Good. One more. Good. And then go ahead and shake that out. So now we're going to work with our finger dexterity. And we're going to bring our thumb to the pointer finger, thumb to the middle finger, thumb to the ring finger, thumb to the pinky finger, and start back with the index, pointer, middle, index, and pinky, pointer, middle, index, and pinky. Keep going and just touch the tips of the fingers. You can go at whatever speed that you want to go at. You can choose to watch your fingers or maybe close your eyes. See if that makes it more challenging. Good. Let's do 2 more times. Good. And then shake it out. Just got a couple more to do. So you're going to point your fingers up and then point them down. So this is all the wrists. So remember, this is helping getting this sovial fluid in the wrists and the joints flowing and working. Because if we have arthritis, we want to be sure that we continue to move whatever we have arthritis in. Just sitting, not doing anything is not good for us. Movement is medicine. Good. And then shake that out. And now we're going to practice internal and external rotation of the arm. So just stretch the arms out, externally rotate, and then internally rotate. So just do this. I'll call that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. You can shake that out. Now we're going to do the claw. So bend the fingers at the knuckles and then open them up wide. Call that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and shake that out. And now you're going to do tabletop. almost, I feel like I'm doing those puppets with the lights. So start on tabletop and then open the hands real wide, spread the fingers, tabletop, open up wide. Call that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Go ahead and shake that out. And the next one is hitchhiker. So you've got your hitchhiker thumbs and then open and spread the fingers. So these are very simple little exercises you can do just to keep the movement and the flexibility and the dexterity of the fingers and the hands and the wrists. Because if we don't move them, they're going to get stiff. Good. And just shake those out. So tomorrow I'll also send you this. It shows, has the instructions, and then there's also a link to the video where the girl actually does this, and you can follow along with that. So that'll give you something to do in your spare time. All right, very good. So let's go ahead and let's start standing, or you can stay seated. And wherever you're at, if you're seated, you're just going to sit up nice and tall. If you're standing, you're going to have your feet hip distance apart, inner edges of your feet in alignment. Knees are soft. And now you're just going to start to swing the arms. Just swinging the arms. And you're noticing your range of motion. I'm going to just move my chair here. Just notice your range of motion. And now begin to bend at the elbow. Again, noticing your range of motion. Notice if it feels any different when you're bending the elbow. And now we're going to start to cross our arms over each other. So you can bring your arms out wide, and then one arm goes under, the other one goes on top, and you're going to alternate. And notice what it feels like when you open up the arms wide and how it feels when you cross, especially in the upper back and the chest area. Good. And then go ahead and release that. You can shake that out. And we'll do empty coat sleeves. So if you're standing, you want to open up your feet just a little bit wider. And we're going to pretend we've got a big raincoat on and it's too big for us. And we're going to start to twist, and the arms and the coat are just going to swing. Now, you can't see my feet, but I'm coming up on the ball of my feet, awakening all the muscles and the tendons and the ligaments in the feet. I'm twisting, and my hands are tapping my hip and my buttock. You can look straight ahead, or if you like, you can let the neck move with the spine. So however you want to do that. And then go ahead and start to slow that down. Maybe walk in place a little bit. And now we're just going to do some side lunges. Okay? So if you're seated, you can come up forward on your chair. If not, you're just standing, you can slightly bend your knees, put your hands on your hips, and you're just going to lunge from one side to the other. Good. Very good. And now come back to the center. And if you need some balance, you're welcome to use a chair or a wall. And let me just turn my screen a little bit here. So we're going to practice, just going to do like a standing dynamic warrior. So we're going to stand in Tadasana mountain pose, and I'm going to step my right foot back. My front knee is slightly bent, and my hands are going to be on my hips. And I'm just going to move in and out of straightening and bending that front knee. Maintaining my balance. If you need to, you can have your hand on the chair. And then I'm going to come into static. So my knees bent. You can leave one hand on the chair. And I'm going to bring my arm up and then down. So up and down, bending with the knee. So try to link your breath and your movement together. You can also come this way. It's your practice, so do what feels right. Maybe one is easier, gives you more balance than the other. Good. And then go ahead, lower the hands and step the back foot to meet the front. Come into your Tadasana pose and just notice how you feel. And now you're going to step the opposite foot back wherever you were before, the opposite foot, put your hands on your hips and just move back and forth. Just wakening up the ligaments in that back foot, ankle, hamstring, thigh, hip, and that front knee. And then the next time you straighten that front leg, when you inhale, excuse me, take an inhale and then exhale, either come out to the side or come forward. You might find that one side is a little easier than the other or more open. The hip is more open than the other side. That's normal, especially if we sit a lot. Good. And let's do one more. And then lower the arms and step the back foot to meet the right. So you're coming back into to Tadasana. And just take a moment, just notice how that feels. Good. All right, very good. So let's come back to our seated position. Come on your chair. And wherever you're at, just plant both of your feet on the floor so you feel totally grounded. Crown of your head is over the base of your spine. And then let's go ahead and bring our hands into cactus. And then bring our elbows down tight next to our body. Feel how that lifts the bottom of the breastbone. Arms are up and just rest them right here on the tops of your thighs. Eyes can be open or eyes can be closed. And just connect with your breath. So we're just going to take a little breath inventory here, just to see what we brought to our practice without any judgment. Just notice if there is any sound to your breath. Is it silent or is there any wheezing or gasping? Just noticing. Is the breath a little rough and bumpy? Or is it smooth like silk? Again, you're just observing. Now notice the length of your inhalation compared to the length of the exhalation. But just take a moment here and just notice. You can silently count to yourself. Many people are better inhalers than exhalers. And then notice where is the breath? Is it in the upper chest or is it in the belly? Just notice where it's at without judging. You're just observing. You're the casual observer. And now notice if there is any breaks in the breath. Is it a continuous cycle of inhale and exhale? Or are there any stops or pauses in the breath? And again, you're just noticing. So those are our 5 qualities of our breath. And now we're going to start our pranayama to prepare us for Yoga Nidra. So let's go ahead and take 3 ujjayi breaths, breathing from the base of the throat. So just a slight constriction of your throat. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And now we'll take 5 Chandra Bedna breaths, where we always inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right nostril. So I'm just a guide, so just trust your own breath. So we're going to lightly close the right nostril and inhale through the left. Close the left and exhale through the right. When you're ready, close the right, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. When you're ready, take 3 ujjayi breaths, breathing from the base of the throat. And now we'll continue with piercing the sun breath, where we always inhale through the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. So when you're ready, close the left nostril, inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. And exhale left. And now take 3 Ujjayi breaths, breathing from the base of the throat. And when you finish, just take a moment and just check in with the mind and just notice the mind, how it feels. Is it calmed down at all? Is there any space between your thoughts? All right, good. All right, so now I'm going to give everybody some time just to find their space for Yoga Nidra. So remember, this can be seated in a chair, you can be on a yoga mat, you can be in a recliner, you can be even be in your bed, as long as you don't fall asleep. So if you have a feeling you're going to fall into an unconscious sleep, you can always bend one elbow so the movement of your hand will wake you up. Oh, hey Lola, how you doing? Hey, very good. She's drinking her water. All right, so everybody go ahead and find your space. You might want a something to cover your eyes just because light is so stimulating. And I was going to say maybe a blanket because you'll get cold, but it's probably 100 degrees in Florida, Virginia, and North Carolina. So wherever you're at, just settle onto your back and get comfortable. Allow the body to open to earth. Open up your feet a little wider than your hips, arms by your side, preferably palms up, allowing the shoulder blades to move down the back. And be sure your head and your neck are comfortable. And now begins the practice of Yoga Nidra for perception. So be aware of the body resting in the space that it occupies. And set your intention to remain awake during this practice. Invite the mind and the body to sleep. The part of you that endures will remain awake. Please guide yourself through 10 slow belly breaths. Inhaling, filling the abdomen with breath, and on your exhale, letting the abdomen move towards the back body. And as you shape your breath, you're shaping the mind to rest in equilibrium. 2 more rounds, please, of diaphragmatic belly breath. Now, please allow the breath to return to the involuntary flow. The breath becomes effortless. Become aware of the unique qualities of your inhalation and your exhalation. The inhalation is repairing and healing, and the exhalation is letting go. The intention that your breath finds the perfect rhythm for this moment. Inhale and exhale again, and become even and perfectly balanced in the breath. Now experience that you are not the breather. You are spacious awareness, aware of the breath. To even move deeper, have the intention to remember that you are not the doer. You rest in effortless awareness and being, doing nothing. Please bring your awareness to the midbrain and relax, sensing a concentration of presence, of healing or light. You relax and the presence reveals itself. Throat center, same thing. Concentration of presence, of healing or light. Right shoulder joint. Healing energy or light. Right elbow joint. Relax. Center of the right wrist. Healing light. Tip of the right thumb. Point of light. Tip of the right pointer finger. Healing presence. Tip of the right middle finger. Point of light. Tip of the right ring finger. Healing presence. Tip of the right pinky finger. Relax. Awareness returns to the center of the right wrist. Point of light. Center of the right elbow joint. Point of light. Right shoulder joint. See what completely unfolds as you relax. Throat center. Healing light. Left shoulder joint. Point of light. left elbow joint, point of light. Center of the left wrist, feeling light. Awareness moves to the tip of the left thumb, point of light. Tip of the left pointer finger, healing presence. Tip of the left middle finger, relax into this space. Tip the left ring finger, healing light. Tip of the left little finger, queen of light. Awareness returns to the center of the left wrist. Be aware of the joint and completely relax. Left elbow joint, point of light. Left shoulder joint, presence or light is revealed when your relaxation is complete. Throat center, point of light. Heart center, deep beneath the breastbone. Healing presence or light. Center of the left chest or breast. Heart center. Center of the right chest or breast. Heart center. Presence or light is revealed when your relaxation is complete. Now please see the body as space. See the body as space, as if you were lying on a warm beach at night, lying on the sand, looking up at the night sky. The body is as vast as the night sky. Relax and see those points come to life as a constellation of stars. See the points come to life as a constellation of stars from the midbrain to the tips of the fingers, and relax. In this body, become aware of the heart center between the spine and the breastbone. See, feel, or sense a presence here. And at the same time, feel the presence in the midbrain, the space between the eyebrows, and relax. The presence is there. Just be effortless. Now see or feel a path that links the heart and the midbrain, and be aware of the current between the heart and the midbrain. Move to the right side of your forehead and heart and feel a presence, a line or path that bridges the two. Right cheek and heart. Sense the link, life force that flows effortlessly between the cheek and the heart. Relax. Right side, underarm and the hip. Between the underarm and the hip, sense a presence. From there to the heart, and a silent current that links the two. Right thigh and the heart. Relax. A link between the right ankle and the heart. Left ankle and the heart. Relax. Left thigh and the heart. Relax. Left side body between the hip and the underarm to the heart. Relax. Awareness of connection and the subtle force. Left cheek and heart. Left side of the temple and the heart. Deep in the midbrain, connected to the heart. Now be mindful of resting in the heart. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. And with every exhalation, you let go of thought and desire. Imagine your nostrils abiding in the breastbone. The breath moves in and out of the heart. Vital force is received at the heart each time you breathe in. Content like thought, belief, memory is expelled when you breathe out and exhale. Be alert to pause between your breaths as you continue to abide in the heart center. Resting in the heart, completely effortless, linked to the breath and letting go. With every exhalation, there's a release and an emptying. And with every inhalation, a renewal. So please bring your awareness back to the body. Take a moment to return to the time and location, the presence of being at ease and fully aware, and at the same time, conscious of the body. Sense yourself being conscious of time and place. Now, please go back 30 minutes ago, 30 minutes right before you came to Yoga Nidra. See or reflect on what you were doing, feeling, seeing, and thinking. See the unique circumstances from the seat of the witness, non-reactivity. And then go back 30 minutes earlier and do the same technique. What was I doing? What was I thinking? What was I feeling? And once it registers, go back 30 minutes earlier. Remember to stay completely non-reactive, non-judgmental. Continue with half-hour increments through your day, moving backwards. Do your best to remain completely undisturbed and non-reactive. And go back to the moment right before you woke up today. Wherever you are, now be aware of yourself sleeping right before you woke up this morning. Be aware of yourself dreaming at some point during the night and recall the dreams you were experiencing, but now from the vantage point of the witness. Return to the deep hours of sleep and recall yourself sleeping. And finally, remember being awake in the transitional phase before falling asleep. Note the presence of awareness. Come back to sense the breath in your heart. As you breathe in air, it goes directly into the heart center. And as you exhale, it moves out. Throat center the same way. Brain center right through the point between the eyebrows. Feel this reactivating and preparing you to end your practice and move into life. Begin to bring subtle movements into the toes, into the feet, the fingers, and the hands. Move your head from side to side. And when you're ready, rub your hands together, creating some heat, and place them, the palms of your hands, over your eyes. And when you feel ready to open your eyes into the palms of your hands, you can move back into life. The practice of Yoga Nidra is complete.